Geese.
Death of a goose.
Canadian geese.
Geese, the federally protected animal.
Geese.
Canadian goose.
Ugh. Branta canadensis. God, I hate them. I hate them. I don't know why. I do know why. I do know why I hate them. And I'm going to spend 10 minutes explaining it to you why I hate the Canada goose. Yeah, it's called the Canada goose. Don't try and fight me on this. I already tried. I got tore up on Reddit. It's a whole thing. Okay? It's called Canada goose. First and foremost, why are we flying around in big V's? Have you never seen the Look at the Blue Angels. They're doing it. They do it all the time. They look badass. Now, if you go over here, you look right here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Stop. You're not cool. You smell bad. All right, look, we all know pee is stored in the balls, but Canada's anger is stored in the geese. You know they call them the Canadian viper chicken? That's horrifying. It's no wonder they call them the viper chicken. You see how mean these guys are? Look at this. They're just attacking people for no reason out here. Nobody's safe. They've attacked me before, and I stood my ground. You better believe I stood my ground. Look, you don't gotta take my word for it. I'm just some weirdo on the internet talking in front of a poorly lit green screen, but you're sitting here watching me. So I'll leave a link in the description. Feel free to read this article I found on it. It was very enlightening, and it only further enforced my hatred for these foul creatures. But look, I don't think I'm in the minority here when I say I hate these things, right? A lot of people do. But I was surprised to learn, and you might be as well, did you know in 1905, Teddy Roosevelt had the great idea, I like these New Zealand guys, let's give them a gift. Oh, well, what do we get him, Mr. Teddy Roosevelt? Oh, I don't know, 20 breeding pairs of Canadian geese? Why not? Well, that was 1905. Now there's 60,000 Canada geese in New Zealand. Sorry about you guys. I'd be pretty pissed off if I were you, and I would be seeking repayment from the United States and have them come over and take care of it for you, because they ain't taking care of them here. I also want to talk about the whole they're going extinct argument that I've heard a number of times throughout my life. They're not even close. Matter of fact, on the scale of extinction, they're on the least concern. They're as far away as they could possibly be. If anything, they're an invasive species and they're breeding too fast. We need to get rid of these things. But look, there's a reason we can't kill them, all right? Some brilliant politicians a long time ago made a little rule. Let's talk about that little rule, because I'm not very happy about it. So back in the 1800s, that's not it. It's the 1900s, you big dunce. So back in the 1900s, due to overhunting, a lot of migratory birds were just disappearing. And so we, the United States, decided we should get with Canada and make some bill to allow us to protect these birds when they migrate. It was pretty successful, to be fair. I mean, Canada, Mexico, Japan, and Russia are also in this treaty with us. So it does make sense, right? Like if you have birds going from one country to another, we should probably have similar laws and how they should be hunted so that we don't make birds go extinct. But of all the birds on this list, why did we choose the Canada goose? Out of all of them, it's the worst one. So what does the treaty do? Well, it does a couple of things. I have a list right here. It prohibits the take, including killing, capturing, selling, trading, and transport of protected migratory bird species without prior authorization by the Department of Interior, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Cool. So what does that mean? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for you at home? What does it mean for all my fellow Canada goose haters? Well, it means you can't kill them, you can't trap them, you can't sell them, you can't really do anything with them unless you get approval from the Department of Interior, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Was that hard to do? No, not really. You can hunt them. It's fine. It's easy. You can get a permit to do it, and quite frankly, I don't know why I haven't done that just yet. After some further research, I found you don't even need a permit. You can just do it. So what's the point of the Migratory Bird Act if I can just hunt them if they're in season? It adds some stipulations. You can't just kill 100 of them. There is a count. There are rules, regulations. You gotta do it in a certain time frame, but it doesn't matter. It's a massive win for Canada goose haters everywhere. You can still kill them. You just gotta follow the rules. The only problem is I can't hunt them from my back patio where they're everywhere. Sorry, my cat wanted to say hi. She won't leave me alone. There she is. Say hi. Oh my God.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I hate animals. I don't hate animals. I love animals. I love them very much. I love this one the most. This is my favorite animal. This isn't a Canada goose. This thing won't attack me. Maybe she will.
All right, look, I'm being a little performative, okay? These geese suck. They do. I don't think anyone can disagree with me. I'll even put some videos up of people on TikTok hating on these things. Everyone dislikes these. I don't know anyone who actually likes Canada geese. They'll walk in the middle of the road and act like they own the place. They'll run after you at any given chance. If you're trying to walk into work or your house and there's a Canada goose in the way, you better go in the back because they're gonna attack. Now, if one attacks me, swift right hook, left, right. They don't even see it coming. Look, I've been attacked by geese before, okay? And like I said earlier in the video, I stood my ground. I'm gonna leave it there. That's all I'm gonna say, all right? You fly at my face, you might get a little left hook, okay? Look, I'm not calling for the death of all Canada geese. I'm sure they do play an important role in the ecosystem as seed spreaders and whatever else they may do, right? But what I'm saying is something's gotta be done. These guys are sticking around way too long and I need them to leave. If I could get 4 or 5 months out of the year without seeing a Canada goose, I'd be a happy boy. That's all I want. Look, anyways, that's my rant. Thanks for sitting around and watching the entire video. If you disagree with me, sorry, you're probably just wrong. But if you really disagree, leave a comment. Tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Tell me how my thought process is flawed. These guys suck. All right, and if you're really mad, come join me on Twitch. I'm live 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the mornings. And then sometimes on the weekends, just kind of depends. If you really dislike what I said, come tell me there. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you hate geese, if you really hate Canadian geese, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. More stuff like this coming very soon. But until then, I'm going to keep spreading Canada goose hate. Bye, love you.